back with another Doctor Who vid, and I know it's been a while. The last one I put up was explaining how, unfortunately, I was struggling to both review the current series of Doctor Who and find any enjoyment in watching it, so I took a break. But before we talk about that any further, yes, I know we've changed the background.
What's happened?
Change, my dear. And it seems not a moment too soon.
Any event, yeah, we moved away from talking about Series 11 a little bit. The series didn't have the whimsy or just, something that was needed to be able to both review it and view it simultaneously for me, so I gave it a break. However, it has been requested that I do a couple of videos looking at the worst and best Doctor Who Christmas specials that have ever been made. So I'm going to do that. Sadly, this can't include one of my favourites, The Unquiet Dead, as strictly speaking, whilst it's a Christmas episode, it wasn't actually aired on Christmas. Anyway, let's begin. Top 5 worst. The beginning of these is one that takes us back to the first Doctor's adventure, The Feast of Stephen. This comes somewhere in the middle of a epic 12-part runaround called The Dalek Master Plan, and really, runaround's the best you can say for it. It's bizarre. Right when universe-destroying peril is there at every turn, for some reason the Doctor and his companions decide to go to Hollywood and take a bit of a break from the Daleks and everything else, and then at the end they break the fourth wall. It's unique, bizarre, and something that the classic series never revisited due to negative reception.
What were they doing?
Your guess is as good as mine. Let's hope we never land there again.
Here we are.
What's this?
Well, we so rarely get a chance to celebrate, but this time we must.
Celebrate?
Yes. It's Christmas. Don't you remember the police station, Christmas?
So it was, yes.
Here's a toast. A happy Christmas to all of us.
Same to you, Doctor. Sir?
Incidentally, a happy Christmas to all of you at home.
I kind of like it on one level, but I can see why a lot of people did not. Next, the Doctor, the Widow, and the Wardrobe. Now, I know that this is one that many people are fond of. There's a lot of unique features in this, but myself, I don't know, it just never felt right. The acting from Matt Smith is acceptable, but the story just felt a little bit forced, and the threat never felt really worth talking about. So I just don't like it.
Lily and Cyril's father. My husband is dead and they don't know yet, because if I tell them now, then Christmas will always be what took their father away from them, and no one should have to live like that. Of course, when the Christmas period is over, I shall... I don't know why I keep shouting at them.
Because every time you see them happy, you remember how sad they're going to be. And it breaks your heart.
After that, we have The Runaway Bride. Now, I happen to really like both Catherine Tate and David Tennant. I think they're really first-rate actors, and I think that's part of the issue with this story. Both are capable of a lot more than this, and the character that Catherine's playing, Donna Noble, is, or became after this, a very independent, in-your-face, take-no-nonsense character, but in this is limp and a bit of a wet blanket, and so it was kind of frustrating seeing her portrayed as this sort of couldn't defend herself if she needed, victim of everybody type character. Plus the story, I don't know, it really goes nowhere and does nothing. So that sort of grated for me.
3:10. Gonna miss it.
Oh, you phone them, tell them where you are.
How do I do that?
You got mobile?
I'm in my wedding dress. It doesn't have pockets. Who has pockets? Have you ever seen a bride with pockets? When I went to my fitting at Shares Allison, the one thing I forgot to say was, give me pockets!
This man you're marrying, what's his name?
Lance.
Good luck, Lance.
Oi!
After that, we have another one for the 11th Doctor, The Snowman. Now, I happen to like that this hooks up to the stories from the Second Doctor's era of The Abominable Snowman and The Web of Fear. A lot of the time when Stephen Moffat tried tying things back to the classic series, he missed wide. This one, it's done in a subtle way, so if you don't know the reference, it doesn't take from the episode, which is good. It's the return of an old villain that a lot of people had forgotten about. I think why, though, I don't like it much as a Christmas story is it just, I don't know, it was a bit slow and a little bit forgettable, and I didn't think Gemma Coleman was, you know, much to talk about in this one, so it's on the worst list for that reason.
Did you make this snowman?
No.
Well, who did? Because it wasn't there a second ago. It just appeared. From nowhere.
Maybe it's snow that fell before. Maybe it remembers how to make snowmen.
What? Snow that can remember? That's silly.
What's wrong with silly?
Nothing. Still talking to you, ain't I?
And the worst of these five is from the Capaldi era. The second last of the 12th Doctor's Christmas specials, The Return of Dr. Mysterio. I understand that this is an episode that actually saw people switch off from the show and never return. There's a lot going on in this and a lot of weirdness.
I'm in hell. Naked hell. I just can't look at people.
It's the gemstone, responding to puberty.
Hey, Grant.
Hey, Lucy.
You really like her, don't you?
I have X-ray eyes. I like everyone.
But Lucy is your favorite.
Who says?
I think it was an attempt to excite people, reinvigorate things, put the show on a new course, and, you know, give it its credit. 2017 was a very strong year for the show compared to what had come before it, but this was a weak start, and it definitely is, I think, the worst of the Christmas specials that there have been. That's the list, and next time, the top 5 best Doctor Who Christmas specials.